As you can see behind me, we have the Nueva Recuperada logo, not the Oro X logo. That is because today we announced the merger between Oro X and Latitude Silver to form Peru's, next high growth silver producer. So as we get into that, obviously it's a disclaimer that we will be making forward-looking statements as to our future success. Our vision and mission, look, we plan to become a senior mining company by really developing the assets here in Peru that the Latitude guys put together. Just quick transaction highlights. What is this transaction accomplishing? We're joining the Latitude asset base, which is the Nueva Recuperada project. Nueva Recuperada is a project that they acquired from Buenaventura in 2017. The project then was on care and maintenance, and these guys very handily and rapidly put it back into full commercial production. My partners and I had always had our eyes on La Recuperada. We were very impressed with the team, and when we had a chance to form this new company, OroX, we jumped at it. Recuperada hosts a pretty material inferred resource, 43101, of 7.3 million tons at 130 grams per ton silver, and there has been a lot of development work in this new higher grade silver areas. I'll get into the project in a minute, but as you guys surely know, this space is really about people, and I think the team that we've put together here with Jose Maria, CEO, Freddy Mayor's country manager, he comes from an established background being Vulcan, etc. Myself, and obviously Paul Matisik, who's sort of all of our mentors. I think we have a great chance to do big things. The transaction summary, we're acquiring all the shares of MMTP via, it's an all share transaction. Each holder of Latitude will receive 28.8 shares of OroX or OroX. As a concurrent financing, we're going to be doing $14 million. That will be with a syndicate of at least 3 major investment banks out of Toronto. And the condition to closing is the $14 million financing, which is a minimum. The OroX leadership team, why we call it OroX, we're obviously a continuation of the X brand of resource companies. Paul Matisik is a very well-known entrepreneur in this space. He's my partner. Both him and I are here in Lima. And I would note that this whole team that we're talking about today is based in Lima, Peru. Myself, I come from a banking background, as my partners always remind me. I'm the banker of the group. Jose Garcia, who's actually in the room here behind me, he's a mining engineer with lots of experience working in Chile, Peru, etc. He was the incubator of the Recuperada project along with his partner, Sebastian Wall, who's down there below. Sebastian's sort of our key negotiating person. He's very hard to negotiate against, as we learned with OroX, but he's great to have on your team when you have him there. And of course, Freddy Mayor, mining engineer with 40 years experience. He was the VP of operations for Glencore in Bolivia. He's been with Vulcan, which is one of the world's largest primary silver producers. So the guy just knows how to run mines, along with Jose, and we're very blessed to have that great team. On the independent directors board, we announced also Mike Hoffman will be joining as our new independent director. Mike obviously was involved with Trevally as I grew to $1 billion company. Daryl Carty, well-known person in Vancouver in Canada, and Nick Rowley from the Rowley family, First Quantum, Galaxy Lithium, etc. I won't get too much into track record. I mean, everyone that's been in this space knows Paul, knows Daryl. This is sort of their track record, and we hope to continue that. Our portfolio. So look, we have two assets in OroX, the Nueva Recuperada district, a silver lead zinc district. Currently 15,000 hectares. I would note that when our partners at Latitude acquired that, it was only 6,000 hectares. And through a couple interesting transactions with companies like Pan American Silver, they managed to consolidate what we think today is one of the most exciting, silver districts in Peru. Of course, we bring to the table our Oro project. I'll get that into a minute. It's a high-grade exploration gold target, ready to be drilled, 3DIP being shot in the near term. So, if we can get into a bit of the meat of the presentation, I'll walk you through Nueva Recuperada and why we think it's a premier silver district in central Peru. La Recuperada is in the province of Huancavelica, close to the border with Ayacucho. There's a 7.3 million ton technical report inferred resource on it right now. Recuperada was one of Buenaventura's historic mines. Again, when these guys took over the asset in 2017, it was on care and maintenance. They rapidly put it back into production. Along with the land package, there's a 600 ton per day fully permitted processing facility, which today is operating at full capacity. There's a very clear plan, obviously, here to grow the resource at La Recuperada by focusing on the silver-rich zones. When we talk about consolidating a premier silver district, this is what we're getting into. So again, the original package was 6,000 hectares. This has now grown to 15,000 hectares. Within this package, there's three main zones that we're going to be focusing on. Tangana, which is the current production zone, Esperanza, an impressive web of high-grade veins, and Maria Luz, a high-grade silver system. So all that here is now what we call the Nueva Recuperada mining district. As far as the exploration potential, we have 30,000 meters of drilling budgeted for 2021. So the money that we're raising via this $14 million financing will go mostly into the ground. The company has an established track record of, competitive drilling at 120 meters, $120 per meter. Anyone that works in Peru knows that's on the lower end of the cost curve. You have the veins here in San Antonio, Angelica, San Andres, Mantos, etc. All those will be drilled in this year. And here on the left side, the current San Antonio mine development, you see in the bottom left, that's where they're currently where they're mining. The new zones towards the east will be targeted for drilling this year as well. We think there's a very impressive resource upside at San Antonio and throughout their district. That's going to be the focus of drilling. Currently, the mining footprint has been, we've touched less than 5% of the overall district. I actually think it's less than that, but again, in 2021, drilling is going to be a focus in order to expand the resource and target the high-grade silver zones. Corp, it's our legacy project in Oro X. I won't get too much into it, but of course we know it's a known high-grade gold mineralization project. It's close to the other Silver X projects. Look, it's a project that we like. It's drill ready, as some of you might know from our previous presentations. Corp has an outcropping dome of about 700 meters by 100 meters with 17 known veins. The focus of the 2021 program will be to do 3D AP and develop drill targets. Obviously, now that we are becoming a larger company, we will not be able to operate Corp under the small-scale mining regiment. So the plan is to get a full EIA permit and go ahead and drill in the future. Silver X highlights. Please know these are pro formas. Based on a 75-cent VWAP, 20-day VWAP price, we'd be looking to be out at about 108 million shares out with a market cap of 81 million, 12.2 million in cash, and an enterprise value of $75 million. I would note that pro forma, the company will be owned 30% by management and insiders, which I think is a good thing to align in interest, right, between our shareholders and investors. This is where I think it's really exciting. What excites us about the deals is the attractive valuation in comparison to peers. Everybody in this room is into silver mining, into silver investing. I think as you look through our comps, we're very aggressively valuing ourselves as we go public and we raise this capital. We want to leave meat on the bone so that our investors can definitely participate in the upside. But when you look at us in comparison to our peers, I think we make for a very attractive value proposition. We come to the table as well with a substantial pro forma resource base. We're not an exploration company, we're a development company with production and high impact silver targets all throughout the land package. And on an EV to ounce silver equivalent ounce basis, we're trading at $1 pro forma of this capital being raised. And again, if you look at some of the names, we're significantly undervalued versus them. I would urge anybody who's interested in learning more about OroX to visit our website where you can download this presentation and run through the comps in more detail. And the last thing is, look, everybody comes to Peru. You ask yourself, Peru's the second biggest silver producer in the world. Why has nobody really consolidated Peru? Why is there no First Majestic in Peru? That's what we're here to do. I think the combination of OroX with Latitude brings together an amazing operational team, a team that has proven pedigree in operating a mine in Peru. And with the capital markets profile that we bring and access to capital, we're very excited about the future as we pursue regional M&A opportunities. Next steps, drill Tangana, drill the other high-grade exploration targets, resource expansion of Recuperada with a 30,000 meter drill program, and consolidate opportunities that we see in Peru throughout the market. As I like to say, me and my partners are not here for the ceviche. We're here to work, and that's what we're focusing on, even with COVID going on. So why invest? I think I've gone through the value proposition. We have a great team, great asset, steady pipeline of results in the next 12 months. So I think we're very well positioned for a good re-rating in the market and to grow via M&A. This is the financing and use of proceeds. Again, I'm sorry to be running through this, but it's a lot of information. I would urge anyone who's interested to contact us directly via our website at www.oroxmining.com. And the last thing is, this is a slide we really like, and I would thank our partners, our friends, sorry, Akuya Silver for the inspiration. But if you look at how most silver companies are built, they're actually built from very small initial production. You look at Endeavor, you look at Pan American, Great Panther, Fortuna, First Majestic. The average silver company starts with under 1 million ounces of production. We're starting significantly above that number. Yeah, I think the future is bright for Silver X. Thank you for your time.